Good morning. Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, Cape Coral. My name is Reverend REDFERN, and I am the spiritual director of this wonderful, beautiful place. And you know what? Wherever you are on your spiritual path, you are so very welcome here. Welcome to our center. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. We have a great show today. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing my best Johnny Carson impersonation. That could be. We have a great celebration today. The Big Love Band is in the house. We've got John doing a wonderful prayer care and doing a wonderful meditation, and lots of familiar faces for you to see. So sit back, relax, enjoy, and I will see you in a little while. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living.
So good morning, everyone. My name is Karen Gidley, and I am a licensed practitioner now at CSL Cape Coral, and it is my honor today to be doing the guided meditation. So I would like you to get comfortable, sitting, lying down, whatever is comfortable for you, and gently close your eyes. And bring your awareness into your center, into that heartfelt space, and seeing with your third eye. Allow any thoughts and tensions of the day to fall away. Feel the muscles of your body relax as you go. Let go, just let go of any tension, especially the muscles in the jaw and the eyes. Any areas that you notice are more tense than others. Feel each muscle relaxing as you let go. Let go of that tension there. Now focus on your breath as you breathe in and out, allowing it to flow smoothly. Breathing in from infinity and out to infinity. Keeping your awareness on the breath as you become one with the flow of life. At one with your being. As you breathe in from infinity and out to infinity. And as you do so, become aware of that place of peace within. That place where you are most yourself. The center of your being. This is the real you. Beyond the thoughts, beyond the dramas and identifications of the mind. You are not your thoughts. You are not your emotions. You are not the roles you play. You are a center of pure awareness. A center of pure being. Journey to this center and allow yourself to become more and more present there. As you breathe in from infinity and out to infinity, keep your attention on the experience of being and be more deeply. Imagine that in this center you are light. and allow that light to grow and expand with your being. And as you become more and more present, breathing in from infinity and out to infinity, become your infinite self. Feel the light and the peace of this being. Allow the light to flow through your entire body, bathing every organ, every muscle, every cell, aligning your body to its true identity. Allow the light to expand outwards around your body as if you are glowing. As you breathe in from infinity and out to infinity, feel the roots of your physical being going deep into the earth, touching all living things with your light. And realize how you are connected with the earth. Give thanks for the life you have and the opportunity to be in physical form. This physical form teaches you the wisdom of authentic living. Celebrate your true self. Breathing in from infinity and out to infinity. As you stay present in your center, experience your light radiating outwards through your locality, outwards across your country, across the world, and across time and space. Feel your connection with all things. You are an infinite self. You are an infinite self. Keeping your attention on your breath. When you are ready, come back to your physical body in the present moment. Feeling yourself fully present in your body. And slowly open your eyes, feeling fully grounded and centered, and ready to greet the rest of the day with greater presence, greater authenticity, greater wisdom, and greater peace, greater compassion, and greater gratitude for life. Thank you so much for joining today. Namaste. Love, light, and blessings to each and every one today.
There is a power, there is a force in the universe greater than us, and we can work with this power, this force, and create lives that are healthier, happier, more peaceful, and more content. Good morning, and welcome to this Sunday's presentation from the Center for Spiritual Living, Cape Coral, Florida. I'm Reverend David Renee Jennings, Associate Minister.
And I'm Vicki Jennings. And we wanted to say, wherever you are on your spiritual journey, we're so glad you've chosen to join us this morning.
We're both so very glad that you've chosen to spend time this morning, quality time with your spiritual family. And as usual, as we begin our time together, we like to start with a blessing for your benefit, or our benefit, our spiritual family, and the community at large. It goes like this. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living. We know who you truly are. You are the spiritual image and likeness of God. We appreciate you, we love you, and we are grateful for you. Welcome to this morning's presentation. Do stick around for an inspiring message from Reverend Shell Redfern.
Yes, and don't forget to check us out on Facebook, on our website. Check the calendar, there's classes going on, all kinds of good stuff online, and very soon, hopefully in person.
Thanks for being with us this morning. Have a terrific day, an awesome week, and we'll see you back here next weekend. All the very best. Blessings, health, and happiness.
Next to you, say God loved you and I love you too. Now feel the love in the sanctuary. Now lift your voice and repeat after me. Oh, we come together, 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 we come together in the name of love. We come together, we come together, we come together, we come together, we come together. Next to you, they recognize that God in you. Now feel the love in the sanctuary. Now lift your voice and repeat after me. Oh, we come together, we come together, we come together, we come together, we come together in the name of love. We come together, we come together, we come together, we come together, we come together. Together in the name of love. Every walk of life, every creed and color, in kinship we unite, in honor of the God in each other. Take a look at the person next to you. Say namaste, I bow to you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Now lift your voice, never repeat after me. Oh, we come together, we come together, we come together, in the name. Oh, we come together, we come together, we come together, in the name of love, in the name of love, in the name of love.
Good morning. I'm John CORIELL, one of the licensed spiritual practitioners here at the Center for Spiritual Living in Cape Coral, Florida. With a reading this morning from our founder, Ernest Holmes, who talked about treatment in the Science of Mind textbook. He said, first, recognition, second, unification. And third, he said, we continue to do this until something comes into our consciousness that says, yes. Yes, we know the work has been accomplished. This is the third step, realization. This is what a treatment is. He goes on to say that we enter into meditation with an intention, and we allow our spiritual essence to reveal itself. That is the realization. He said a realization of the presence of God is the most powerful healing agency known to the mind of man. When we come completely into that realization, we are truly in tune with the infinite. Life changes take place. Healings take place. Appearances change. Circumstances change. Let us know with our minds right here and right now as we go into prayer for a moment that God is right here where we are. That God essence, that perfection is there that can change appearances in an instant. We open ourselves up and allow that good to flow through right here and right now. And it just tickles me to know that truth. Know that truth without a single doubt. So we just say thank you, thank you, thank you. And knowing all good comes about today, this very day. And we say thank you, thank you, thank you. And if we know that to be so, together we can say, and so it is. And right now, let me have the pleasure of welcoming our own Reverend Shel Redfern.
Morning. So we are continuing on our theme of unchained spirituality today with a talk that is entitled, "The Truth Will Set You Free." Now, as you know, Home Office sets up these talk titles and they send notes, and there are some really good things in the notes from this week, and I'd like to share their opening paragraph with you today. It says this: principle or precedent, which is the governing factor in how we live our life and how we show up in the world. Principle or precedent. I'll come back to that in a minute. Now, the truth will set you free is about more than talking the talk. It is about walking the walk as well. When truth is what we think, what we speak, what we practice, and how we serve, then we are a living, breathing incarnation of truth, capital T, at which point we are set free because we realize we have always been free. We've been free all along. Now, principle versus precedent, let me just speak to that for a moment. Principle would be what we understand to be true. Everything that we talk about here on Sundays, principles. We deal with spiritual principle. Precedent is what's showing up as our life, right? So are we going to lean into capital T, truth? Or are we going to lean into what's showing up as our life, so we look to conditions for permission to do what we'd like to do? If we can lean into capital T, truth, then we can have an entirely different experience than we are having right now, because we're at the center of our experience. That's my capital T, truth. Now, this past week in midweek tune-up, we had this wonderful conversation about politics. Not a political conversation, but just about politics in general. And about how people are so very passionate. And in this country, it feels like there's a great big divide, and it's polarizing, and it's, what is going on? People are so passionate. And what we started talking about was people's truths. And that truth, what is real, is subjective. Because I tell you what, there are people on both sides of any argument that's going on right now, or any disagreement or discussion or whatever you want to call it, that know that they are right. They have proof that they are right. So truth, with the lowercase t, what we are experiencing here in Earth School, is very, very subjective. My truth, capital T, I said, while we were talking about it during midweek, I said, but there's the capital T truth, which kind of supersedes all of that. It's what's underpinning everything. It's in, through, and as everything, and it's different. But then I started to think about that too. And I thought about it, and I went, my capital T truth is different than somebody that believes that God is outside of them, that they have to beg God for things, that they have to show up in a particular manner to be pleasing to God, or maybe that they have to use Jesus as a vehicle through which to speak with God. That's a very different capital T truth than my capital T truth. It's had me pondering ever since. But another part of my capital T truth is that what we think about, we bring about. What we believe, we will see. And it's proven to be true in my life. So I'm just thinking about this capital T truth and the idea of the truth will set you free. Now, that quote actually came from the Bible. It was a statement by Jesus, and I looked it up. I went to the Aramaic version of the Bible, which is the translation that I really enjoy, the Aramaic one. And not that I read Aramaic, it's a translated Aramaic version of the Bible. And maybe I'll learn how to. Anyway, so the story starts, this particular chapter in John starts with the adulterous woman who is brought before Jesus, and the crowd is going to stone her because that was the punishment for adultery. She has sinned, we caught her in the sin, and now we must punish the sin. Therefore, we are going to stone her. And Jesus said to them, let thee who is amongst you, or he who is amongst you, that has never sinned, cast the first stone. So very popular story from the Bible, and nobody could. Nobody could. All the stones dropped to the ground, and the woman was set free as a result. And here again is where I started to think about my capital T truth. My capital T truth says that what sin really is missing the mark. It is missing the mark. It means making a mistake. There's a quote in Science of Mind that says, the mathematician is not punished for the wrong answer. The mathematician is punished by the wrong answer. And that's what sin is. So think about that phrase for a minute. If the answer that the mathematician comes up with is incorrect, then all these formulas down here won't work out. Something will be out of balance as a result of that wrong calculation. So he's not being punished for it. Oh, you did this wrong, therefore, we'll stone you or whatever. It's not like that. It's because of this wrong calculation here, everything after it is going to be a mistake or based on incorrect facts as a result. So in my capital T truth, what sin really means, again, is missing the mark. It's an archery term. That's why I'm doing this. It's an archery term, which means missing the bullseye, missing the mark. And our life will reflect when we're missing the mark. Just like a mathematician, as he goes forward and tries to do more equations, they will reflect when he's missed the mark. And they'll figure it out. So later on in that same Bible quote, Jesus said to them, timeless truth I speak to you, whoever commits sin is a servant of the sin. I found that really interesting because we've all been in self-destructive patterns. I know I have. Or patterns that aren't working, or patterns that aren't supporting the gifts that I came here to deliver. And we feel off inside when that happens, right? We feel like things just aren't going right. We're crabby, we're crunchy, angry, tired, bitter, however it shows up. It can show up in a myriad of ways. It can show up in a loss of property. It can show up, like I say, in a myriad of ways. And all of those ways are creating what? A precedent. They're creating a precedent. They have created a pattern, and we're seeing the results of that pattern And we can start to accept that as our capital T truth. But it's just the result of that particular pattern playing out. So this is where I think knowing the truth, and at least this would be Rav Shal's version of the truth, knowing the truth, and the truth will set us free, knowing that as I change my thinking, I can change my life, principle over precedent, as I change my thinking, because I'm thinking with the mind of God, I can change my life. And that can start today. Today. So you go back to that quote of Jesus's, timeless truth I speak to you, whoever commits a sin is a servant of the sin, is cause and effect. It's cause and effect. It's a mathematician getting the incorrect answer. Not punished for it, punished by it. So if there's an area in our life right now where we're experiencing any kind of pain, maybe what we need to change is our thinking about it. Maybe what we have to change is our belief about it. Maybe what we have to change is what we believe to be true about ourselves and our role in what's going on in our life. I think that's the truth that sets us free. Taking responsibility, developing the ability to respond to what is going on in life right now. So, I did a recording yesterday that was pretty nifty, I think. It was from The Artist's Way. Of course I would think so because I did it, but anyway, it was from The Artist's Way, and it was about stepping into new things. And so here's where precedent can win out over principle, because precedent, as painful as it could be, or as great as it could be, is known. And sometimes when we step out based on principle, the truth, knowing that we're stepping out in faith, right? That can be scary. New things are scary. Even though precedent could be painful, it's known. And that's a lot of what the reading yesterday from The Artist's Way was about. It was about going back to the unknown. Now, The Artist's Way is a book by Julia Cameron, and it's one of my favorites. And the way that she opened that was, or that reading was, what would I do if I didn't have to do it perfectly? The answer? A great deal more than I'm doing right now. What would I do if I didn't have to do it perfectly? A great deal more than I'm doing right now. What a great lesson for us. And she went on to say, we've all heard that the unexamined life is not worth living. The unlived life is not worth examining. She said, we've all heard that the unexamined life is not worth living, but I would argue that the unlived life is not worth, the unlived life is not worth examining. The unexamined life is not worth living. The unlived life is not worth examining. So we're being called in this truth will set you free idea to lean into faith and not be afraid to do things wrong, to create a new result. And that can be scary. That's what faith is about, right? Stepping out in fear. If we know that we are supported and that the capital T truth is that we are love in form, that we are joy in form, that we are peace in form, that if we go out and spread love, peace, joy, understanding, compassion, that is what will come back, cause and effect, right? We can have a different experience than what we're having today. Or we can hone in on what's working and expand it. We can hone in on the gifts that are seeking to emerge and expand our experience of them. So that's an entirely different capital T truth than, say, a precedent. I do have a, how do I want to phrase this? I'll just go back. A couple weeks ago, I started on a self-hypnosis class. Really, really, really fun. And one of the things that we are doing in this self-hypnosis is when we're going into the hypnotic state, we have to tell ourselves, I'm trying to open my eyes and I can't open my eyes. I'm trying, but I can't open my eyes. Now, how often have we approached things saying, I'm going to try? Now, what the teacher of this class said, I am inviting you to lose the word try from your vocabulary, because try means fail. You know, it's Yoda. We either do or we don't do. We don't try. We do or don't do. No try. And that's what she was saying. So she purposefully uses the word try in order to tell her subconscious brain we're failing. And she suggested to we in the class that we lose the word try, that we never ever use it again, that we either do or not do, that we make a specific decision, we decide. The word decide means to cut away from any other possibility. My faith and my capital T truth tells me that the minute I do that, the entire universe has got my back. Now I can choose to do something that's not going to support all life and not going to support myself and not support what I'm doing here. And that would be called a sin. Missing the mark. Simply missing the mark. And my life experience is going to reflect that sin. But I can make a different choice. Scary as it may seem, I can make a different choice at any time and step into a new way of being and step into a new expression of life. So why not do that? Why not do that? So this week, let's remove the word try from our vocabulary. Yes? Let's remove the word try from our vocabulary. Let's lean into our understanding of that capital T truth. Let's hone in on that. Let's release things that might be a sin, a missing the mark, so we can change the patterns that we don't necessarily want to entertain having in our life. Let's lean into faith. Let's lean into faith and the power of that capital T truth. I know what you're wondering is, what would Ernest Holmes say? Well, I'm so glad you asked, as you usually do. Here's what he said in Living the Science of Mind. The real secret is that everything moves in circles. This is cause and effect that I was talking about, right? The real secret is that everything moves in circles. Everything bends back upon itself. What goes out must return. What is embodied will complete its own circle, and if we wish to enlarge our experience, we must increase our capacity to understand, to feel, to embody, and to know. Again, we shall be brought back to the saying of Jesus, "Ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free." In other words, if we really know the truth will make us free, because the truth itself is freedom. It is wholeness. The truth is God. And the truth is that we are God in form, having an earthly experience. How cool is that? How cool is that? So how about we take this into prayer? So taking a moment to turn within, to that place inside that has never been hurt, harmed, or in any danger. The place where the capital T truth resides in each one. As we take a moment to just quiet the mind, we can find it. It is here, it is now. It is everywhere present. It is in each one watching this video. It is in me. I am in it. We are one in this thing called life, in this thing called God. We are one. There's no separation whatsoever. So today we lean into the idea of principle over precedent. We are not our past. We are not our mistakes. We are not the sins, the missing the marks that have happened in our life. We are spirit in form. We are God in form. We are love in form. We are joy in form. We are abundance. We are every single good idea, thing that has ever existed and ever will exist. We are pure potential. So today we turn to love. We turn to the idea of love, of peace, of joy, of compassion, and know it is our own experience. I know this truth for each one. I know this truth for each one. Love is the order of the day. Peace is the order of the day. Compassion is the order of the day. Harmony is the order of the day. And there is so much growth, so much deeper an expression of life that is happening right here, right now, by each one of us. I trust the truth of my beingness. This is done in mind. Always has been, always will be. It is absolutely done in mind. And it is experienced here on earth, right here, right now. And for this, I am grateful. I am so thankful. So in this gratitude of all that is and all that is yet to be, I let go and let God. If you are in agreement, I invite you to anchor this with me by saying, and so it is. And so it is. So be it. Namaste, my friends. Happy Sunday.
Good morning. My name is Pam Lambert, and I'm on the Leadership Council here at the Center for Spiritual Living, Cape Coral. This is the time in our celebration where we practice the law of circulation. So we are a tithing community, and presently, for the last, I think, 2 or 3 quarters, we have been supporting the Caring Center of Cape Coral. We also donate and send to our home office, which is Centers for Spiritual Living in Colorado. And we provide many opportunities for you to give also. We are open and receptive. We have a donate button on both our Facebook page and our website. Or you can send us a donation directly through PayPal. And that address is paypal@cslcapecoral.org. You can text your gift to us, which is kind of fun. I've just started doing that at 239-320-3820. Or you can send us a check through snail mail. And our address is CSL Cape Coral, 406 Southeast 24th Avenue, Cape Coral, Florida, 33990. And in addition to texting, I also have an automatic payment through my bank. So you might want to give regularly that way. So now if you'll please join me in great gratitude, accepting these gifts and practicing that law of circulation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Divine love through me blesses each gift and each giver. I know that each gift is received multiplied, pressed down and overflowing, and in return goes out and circulates to do great work within our local community and within our spiritual community of CSL. So standing in gratitude, I release these words into law, knowing that it is done. And please join me in saying, and so it is. Thank you, thank you. Namaste.
In the name of love, with the heart of grace, overflow in us, decorate this place. As it is below, so it is above. May we always stand in the name of love. When the veil is gone, there's only one of us, only one, in the name of love. When the day is done, sing this song, all is one, in the name of love. In the name of love, may we always be seeking out the best till we all are free, living in a world we've been dreaming of, where we stand as one, in the name of love. When the veil is gone, there's only one of us, only one, in the name of love. When the day is done, we sing this song, all is one, in the name of love. 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 When the veil is gone, there's only one of us, only one, in the name of love. When the day is done, we will sing this song, all is one, in the name of love. In the name of love. In the name of love. Oh. In the name of love. In the name of love. Oh, in the name of love. In the name of love. In the name of love. Oh. In the name of love. In the name of love. Oh, in the name of love. In the name of love. In the name of love.
And now it's time to stand in the light. When we stand in the light, we stand knowing the truth of a situation, what we'd like to see. So I am standing in the light for each and every one that's watching this video, knowing that these truths, capital T truths, are embraced in a new way and that is reflected in a life that's filled with joy, love, laughter, peace, and all things good. I know this for each one, for each one. If you are on Facebook, we have a comment section. Please write what you're standing in the light for. Or if you're on YouTube, we also have a comment section. Please write it there. Or if you'd like, you can send us a prayer request on our website, cslcapecoral.org. And we will put our prayer practitioners on it, and we will pray on your request. So please do send it on in. Now I'm going to speak a brief word of blessing over all these prayers, all these intentions spoken in this sacred space. So once again, turning within, knowing there's one power, one presence, one life. That life is perfect. It is whole, perfect, and complete. It is its nature, this perfection. This perfection is the outpicturing of each and every circumstance which has been spoken into this sacred space. I know as I speak my word, it is heard and responded upon by law, and that peace, wholeness, perfection, harmony, goodness, abundance, grace, all are delivered right here, right now. So I give thanks for these truths. I give thanks for life and the way it works for us, with us, as us, and through us. I am just so grateful. And it is in this gratitude that I say amen, and so it is. So be it. Okay, where two or more are gathered, we must have announcements, right? So we have 2 classes. This would be the last week that you can join Malika Davi for the Prosperity Book Study Group for this round. We are studying Raymond Halliwell's Working with the Law. Working with the Law. That class meets at 5:30 until 7 Sunday nights in Zoom. If you are interested in that, please visit our website. You can get information there. Visit our Facebook page. You can get information there. Visit our meetup page. There's information there. Or drop us a line on the website, and we will get your information to Malika so that she can reach out to you and give you the right link for the Zoom meeting. They sit and have a little bit of dinner together from 5:30 to 6, and then book discussion is from 6 to 7. So this is the last week that you'll be able to join Malika for the book study, Working with the Law by Raymond Halliwell. Now, she'll have another book in a few weeks, and we'll announce that, so that maybe you can join the book study group then if you're not able to right now. So stay tuned for that. Also, beginning August 1st is an accredited class. This will be on Saturdays from 11 until 1:30. That's with practitioner Barbara Gilfillan. Again, this is an accredited class. In other words, it's from home office. If you are on the practitioner path, this would be a great one for you to take. If you're not on the practitioner path, this is a great one for you to take, as it's all about prayer. So everything that we talked about today, changing our minds so that it's reflected in our life, all that, the basis, how to do that, how to incorporate these changes into your life will be covered in this class. So again, our website, our Facebook page, our meetup page, all of those have the sign-up information for Barbara's class beginning August 1st. That is it for announcements. I want to speak a word to opening back up. And again, as those numbers continue to climb, I'm a little hesitant to open up for Sunday celebration, but I'm hoping to open up for groups in the very near future. So stay tuned for that. We're in hot discussions about it, getting things together so that we are able to do that and bring in smaller groups. That will allow us to test what we think we could do on Sunday, make sure that everything's working, that there's a flow about it, and so on. And I know y'all miss each other. And I miss you guys too, and we're doing the best that we can under these circumstances. So stay tuned. Keep praying it up. I mean, we can change it, so let's do that. And soon, okay? All right. Anyway, thanks for being here. Have a really great Sunday, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.